Hi guys, this is Cindy. I'm going to show everyone how to put on the nails. Okay, I'm going to have it in this area of me so you can see what I'm doing. Because I think most of mine are long enough now that I can get a set of these on. So, you open up your nails. And inside, you'll find your nails. You'll find an alcohol wipe and a little nail file. And let me see if I can figure out which end of this opens without being able to see. It has been a heck of a day, guys. A heck of a day. The other day, the thermostat went out because evidently my dad had ran over the buried extension cord that went to the pool. And it's the part that he ran over, he just kind of left out there, and it just arced and did all that fun stuff. And so it literally set so much stuff back that when we turned off the power to fix it, it sent back a loop and it burned out my thermostat. So it also made a breaker in the breaker box really weak. The one that runs the GIFI and my washer, well, last night it just quit. So the washer was in there with a load of wash in it, still full of water. So I just spent, I don't know how long in there wringing them all out, and just probably have to do about 6 dry times on them to get them dry, because I don't want to leave them sitting in water, because it'll be Friday night or Saturday before my son can come out and change out that breaker. I do have a spare breaker, but it'll be then when he can do it. And then we got to turn off the box again. I was like, well, how do we keep from surging that thermostat again? So we're going to just try to turn it off and see if we can save that, because that was $140. I don't want to do that again anytime very soon. And then so we'll turn off all the power and change out that circuit breaker, and hopefully the washer will come back on. And if that's not it, I'll just buy a new socket, see if we burned out the socket, and then if that's not it, then I'll have to buy a daggum new washer. But I figured what, start with the cheaper things first. So it has been a week. Fixing to have to call and cancel my, because I found out that when I canceled my appointment last week, and I had one in 2 weeks, so you know, it would have been fine. But someone there just scheduled me for this week. Well, I got to go up there on Thursday night and spend the night so I can take the boys to school, because my granddaughter's got to be at Children's Hospital at like 7 o'clock in the morning, which means they're going to have to leave about 6. So, you know, they won't be able to get them to school. And so, yeah. So I'm fixing to call and talk to the lady and say, yo, I need you to cancel tomorrow's appointment and do not reschedule it, because I have one for the following week. And then I'll be back on schedule. And she was like, oh, okay. But, yeah. I think I got all my jagged ends off. Then you take the alcohol wipe and just kind of wipe down and get all the oils off and any of the dust from doing the filing. You see my little kitty over there. Now every giveaway box has 4 sets of these, and I tried to pick, you know, really nice colors. And the grand prize has 8. So, and actually from the price that's on them, add $2 because they've gone up in price. I was just like, you gotta be kidding. Because I have all mine from when I used to sell them, and I was gonna do an event. I was gonna do one of those music festivals, you know, and COVID hit. And so it got postponed, and it ended up being postponed for 2.5 years. They would never say it was canceled, so they didn't have to give you your money back. They just kept postponing it. And when they finally finally gave a date. It was like during the hottest time of the year. And the thing ran for like 6.5 days. And I was like, I am not staying in a tent in 110 degrees. I was like, I'm just not doing it. Okay, you'll get 2 sets of these. And this is actually enough to do your toes and your nails. So, let me see. This one is a toe. And let me see. This one's my pinky. And then you just, there's a little purple thing here, and you just pull that up. Pull that up. And underneath that, there's another little silver one, and you pull that up. And that gets you down to the sticky. And you can take that, and you just stick it right down next to your cuticle, but not on your cuticle. Which I think I may have got a little too close. But they're so thin. I mean, they are literally really nail polish that you can take your fingernail and score it. Now, if you want to be saving and get 2 applications, you can kind of just peel that off and put it on the other one, and then save the other set and put it back in the container. And then put it in a Ziploc bag, and it'll hold for a couple of weeks. Me, I'm just gonna do this. You kind of over the nail, and then just kind of pinch it, and then there's your finger. Is it where you can even see it? It's not wanting to be real clear. But I'm sorry, guys. I had to see what I was doing. So I don't know what it's trying to focus on. And basically you just do that for every set of nail, or every nail. I haven't put a set of these on in forever. I mean, I used to know exactly which one went to what nail. When I used to go to an event and put these on people, you know, we'd put trials on them and do a couple. It's a stick. That one doesn't want to stick, so that is evidently try that oil. That already got my finger on it. And our weather keeps going from cold to hot. Cold. That nail is so short, it doesn't have much to stick to. So I'll just kind of press it on there. Go to the other end. I've never had this much trouble. Just doesn't help. I almost need to put dot stick on the daggum thing. It just does not want to stick to that one nail. Thank God you get a bunch of them. And I'm not done with this weather, everybody. It was in the 50s one day, or for about 4 days. See, it's almost like there's like oil on that finger. I know there's not. It's probably sweat. Can your fingernails sweat? Now, this is ridiculous. Up when I get to the other side. I've never had this much trouble. Never. Let me make sure this fingernail is dry. I think that may have been what it was. think that's what it was. My fingernail had just enough dampness to it that it was like, I'm not sticking to nothing you put me on. Because it's short. I mean, it's a short nail, guys. You'll be able to see how short that nail is when I get this on there. That is a short nail. Short nail. It's like short shorts, only a short nail. Okay. Let's do that one. Oh. But after swinging all them stupid clothes out, I don't doubt that my nails are saturated, because I just spent 30 minutes in there squeezing out clothes. Literally 30 minutes squeezing out clothes. I'll just make sure they're super dry. Because if they're not dry, it won't stick. And for about half hour at least after you put these on, don't put your hands down in water. Don't go do the dishes. Don't go take a soaky bath. You know, let them set up really good. I usually do them before I would go to bed, and that way they set up all night, and by morning they were on there and they were rock hard, and they weren't doing nothing for 2 weeks. Okay, there we go. And I'll get up close where you can get a good visual on them. It's a toe. Okay, that's my thumb. And I got really tiny hands, really tiny, so. There's my thumbnail. And then I just need one of these littler ones, because that nail is kind of on the little side. Yeah. And that's one reason they give you so much, because you can kind of pull them off and size them and use them according to size. I may go ahead and take my leftovers and do my toes. I won't show you me do my toes, but and these will stay on for 2 weeks. They won't chip. They won't do nothing. Y'all need. This one's my pinky, because I know I ain't got much of a pinky. On my toes, I don't even have a pinky nail. It's just like a little stub that sticks straight up. It's really weird. And my daughter ended up with the same toenail. It's like we don't even have a toenail. Like when you do nail polish, you just kind of put a blob on there to give it some color. When I would go get my pedicures, it would really freak out the girl. Okay, doors, thumb. Let's see, that one's kind of like middle finger, I think. And you can put them on here and just kind of fold them over your nail to make sure they're going to fit. But I'm doing this for the girls who got them in their packages and if they hadn't ever used them and wasn't quite sure about the directions. And I know there's a lot of YouTube on Colorstreet application. And now small finger. And for you older ladies, I understand, because my readers, I think, on the top of my head instead of on my face. I've really got to go make an appointment and go see the eye doctor to get my contacts adjusted, because they're about 4 years old. And I think it is time, because I can't see bloomy squat. Okay. Those are going to be for my toes. And those will be enough to do my toes. I used to be one of them people that would use one strip for both hands, just flip them back and forth, and then save the other one. But I literally have so many of these things that it's like, as I sling stuff around over there, because the static is real. Yes, that's my little doggy outside saying, I don't like being out here now. Let me in. And he can jump about 3 feet straight up in the air. Supposedly it's the kind of dog he is. Okay, guys. That's the nails. So that is how you put these on. These I'm going to use for my toes. Like I said, I'm not going to show y'all me doing my toes because I'm going to be playing contortionist over here to do that. But I wanted to show y'all how to put these on. That way, when you open your package, you're like, I got these nails, but I don't know what to do with them. This is a short video to show you how to put them on. Now, when you take them off, do not peel them off because they will tear your nails up just like if you went and had acrylics put on and peeled them off. That's how well they stick. So make sure when you go to take these off, just stick your cotton ball with nail polish remover and just let it sit there for a couple minutes and then pull it and it'll come off. But let it sit for a few minutes. I myself, I don't know about y'all, but I have those neat, handy little clips that you put your cotton ball in the clip, put the clip on your finger, and I mean, just walk around with and have all these clips. And then, you know, take them off and then it just comes right off. But make sure you do that way. Do not sit there and peel these things off because it will literally peel layers of your nails off. It's like acrylics. Even though they are nothing but, they're nail polish. They're not the gel, they're nail polish. And it's some guy from China that was over here and he always saw women painting their nails all the time and he wanted to figure out a way to do it. So he worked and worked and worked and he literally, he paints them on these little things and they got them the right, you know, thickness and everything, and where you can just put them on, stick them on, they last for 2 weeks. They don't peel, they don't chip. They're great. And I go between these and Vanity. Vanity is actually a gel nail that's semi-cured to where you can move it, and then you file it and then put it under the lights and trim it up. And then this one. So that is that. Hit like, hit subscribe, come back and visit me. You never know what I'll have on this crazy channel. It's been great. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.